Hello, my name is Ileanna Meyer, and today I'm going to be talking about why youth under 18 should not be able to play football. Football is a very important sport in America. Many people enjoy watching college football, NFL, and even their kids play football. Youth football has been around since 1929 and was started in Philadelphia. Although there's a lot of controversy over whether youth should play football or not. Tackle football for youth under 18 should be banned because concussions, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, and children's brains are not yet fully developed. Concussions are often caused in sports such as football. A concussion is a violent shock, often caused by a heavy impact, which can lead to temporarily unconsciousness and or confusion, and even brain damage. A concussion can be prevented if there was better technology for helmets, but most helmet websites state before buying that no helmet can protect from serious brain and or neck injury. In the book Truth Doesn't Have a Side by Dr. Omalu, which is a neuropathologist, he states helmets protect the skin and skull to keep the skull from fracturing, but no helmet can provide complete cushioning to the brain. He says this to warn parents of the risks they are putting their children at while playing football. In another journal called Football Association, it states youth football players are thought to be a higher risk of overuse injuries because of the immaturity of just their body. Children's bones and muscles are not made to hold/stop heavy forces that can be fatal or harming to a child's future. The second reasoning is chronic traumatic encephalopathy, also known as CTE. It is a brain degeneration that is mostly caused by repeated head trauma over time. This disease is often caused in athletes, but mostly football players. CTE is an untreatable disease that can often last several years or even a lifetime. To protect youth from this disease, football should be banned for youth under 18. In a CNN article, it states chronic traumatic encephalopathy, known as CTE, was found in 99% of diseased NFL players' brains. This is an incredibly large amount of NFL players found with CTE. Parents of youth are going to have to decide if the chances of CTE are worth the risk of playing youth football. When children become 18, they should be able to decide whether they would like to put their brains at risk for CTE and play football. But before then, I do not believe that you should be able to play football. They are too young to understand the risk they are putting their brains at. Another article by Boston University states that every year that kids play football and having repeated head trauma increases the risk of CTE by 30%, and just after 3 years of playing football, the chances of CTE double. A major concern for parents that have youth playing football are youth brains are not yet fully developed. A male brain develops around the age of 25, and women's brains usually develop around their early 20s. Banning football would increase the youth's chances of having a healthy and fully developed brain in the future. One difference between a child's brain and an adult one is the lack of protectiveness covering a nerve cell and or the support in their neck. Meaning every time a youth would get hit, the blow would have a whiplash effect and shake the brain against the skull, and helmets are unable to prevent this. Many people would disagree with the ban on youth football because it teaches life lessons. It teaches kids life lessons from a young age. Football can teach youth teamwork, overcoming challenges, and learn to push themselves. But I do not believe that these life lessons are more important than the matter of their brain. To sum everything up, it is clear to see that football is important to many parents in children's lives, but there are too many risks in youth playing football. Concussions are found in contact sports like football. A part of football safety is helmets, but helmets cannot protect against brain damage. CTE should be considered more when children play football because it has been found in a large amount of deceased football players' brains. Also, playing football can damage children's growing brains. An adult brain usually develops around the age of 25, as I stated before, and playing football at the young age of 6 can severely damage their brain. Go back up. To protect youth from these horrible things, I believe that tackle football should be banned because concussions, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, and children's brains are not yet fully developed.